I'm Reed.
And I'm Evie.
And today is Tuesday, May 22nd.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance,
followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm Elise.
I'm Carson.
And this is Mr. Wallace. As a child, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I wanted to be a counselor so I could work with kids and help them through their emotions, because I really like to help people through all their problems and talk to them when they're just kind of desperate and need help.
Do you help yourself in that situation?
What?
I'm Elise.
I'm Carson.
And we're here with Mr. Wallace. As a child, what do you want to be when you grow up?
You know what? Top Gun was my favorite movie as a child, so I wanted to be a fighter pilot when I grew up.
Wow.
How would you describe your high school experience?
What?
You've never seen Top Gun before! You have no clue!
Oh, I'm Elise.
I'm Carson.
I'm still Mr. Wallace.
Okay, as a child, what do you want to be when you grow up?
You know what? I was really into art. We did a lot of paintings at home. My mother's an artist, and so I wanted to, maybe do sculptures and make bronze statues in some way, shape, or form.
Cool. How would you describe your high school experience?
My high school experience was awesome. I was in sports. I was in the play. I was in the band. So I did a little bit of everything and volunteer, do lots of things. So I had a really nice high school experience.
What college do you attend to and why?
I went to Morehouse College. It's a historically black college in Atlanta, Georgia. It's all men, and it is formed during Reconstruction. So, I don't know, maybe you can ask me questions. I help you on your debate that's coming up in class.
Ooh.
What inspired you to go into education?
I really like history, and I was really passionate about history, studying it and just kind of looking into it. And so I wanted to do something where I was talking about that all day. So I think my choices were to teach or work in a museum, and so I picked teaching.
One word I would use to describe Mr. Wallace is creative, because he always gives us really weird jobs to do.
I would use hardworking. More like we're hardworking.
What did you teach before becoming assistant principal?
I was a department chair at North Central High School for 5 years, and before that I was a classroom teacher. I taught E&L, AP US History, and Government and World History.
Nice, so you can give me the answers in place.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
They'll be wrong, but I can give them to you. Thanks.
What is your favorite part about being an assistant principal?
My favorite part about being an assistant principal is Wallace and Friends. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. This is Mr. Wallace with my friend, Pascal.
No, friendly, no. Friendly.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Friend?
Yeah, friend.
Friend?
Yeah, friend.
Friend?
Yeah.
Friend?
You.
You?
Okay, Pascal.
Friend.
Do it again. All right, here we go. You ready again?
Yeah, friend.
Who's Pascal Afongo?
Nah,
Pascal Afongo.
Nah, friendly. Friendly.
Friendly. Okay.
He's your friend too.
Okay, ready?
Now you.
3.
Now you.
I love you.
Now.
No.
I love you.
Okay, Pascal, you ready for the news? 3, 2.
1. Hi, this is Mr. Wallace with my friend Pascal. Pascal, what's the weather going to be today?
Shut up. Yeah.
And doing, I don't know, this is probably like our 5th or 6th interview of the year. This is going to be the best one.
Okay.
So my favorite thing about Mr. Wallace is he is the only human being that I am aware of on the planet who is completely unable to make his facial expression and his emotional state not match perfectly. I would like to play a great deal of poker with Mr. Wallace because the moment that you see him, you know exactly how he is feeling about you.
Okay, describe a time when you messed up everything but no one
This
ever
interview.
found out.
But no one ever found out?
Student News is gonna find out. Like,
But-
everybody's
but-
gonna find
but-
out.
well, I mean,
Like,
tell
that's not
somebody.
the question, okay? So
Oh,
if you want
okay.
to do
Okay,
guess,
fine.
One word I'd use to describe Mr. Wallace is irritating because he takes my phone at lunch every day. It's okay, I still love him.
You're
Fine.
gonna answer
One
the question,
time
okay?
in high school, I was playing around with my brother. I threw my brother in the wall, and I put a big hole in the wall, and I covered it up with.
Okay, that's enough. That's
I
okay.
covered it
Next
up with a
question.
Tupac
Next
poster.
question. You go.
You don't know Tupac.
A
is.
Tupac poster.
Yes. In the
If
middle
you
of the
turn it-
hallway. Sorry.
If you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would you have a good chance at winning a medal for?
Winning a medal for?
Yeah.
I think slowest person in the world.
For a man that has torn his Achilles twice, he's not too bad at volleyball.
Maybe cornhole or a human bobblehead would be a good one.
Okay.
You're absolutely the worst. Anyway, just keep on going.
What is your most useless talent?
Useless talent?
The brain.
the brain? It's not a talent, who knows?
Just kidding. You're
Useless talent is making bird calls.
I thought it was playing basketball.
You can.
Absolutely awful every time. Here we go. What's the next one?
If you could add anyone to Mount Rushmore, who would you add?
Me.
Taylor Swift. Because like you don't see that coming, do you?
No.
I saw it
Like,
coming.
like presidents and then Taylor Swift.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
What is the best prank you ever played on someone?
The best what?
The best prank. My bad.
The best prank?
Yeah.
I think doing these interviews and giving you answers that make you laugh is pretty entertaining.
So you,
It's not that fun.
I mean, like every answer has been about this interview. Like, you want to roast the interview, or are you
Fine,
roasting
fine,
us? Are you
best-
roasting?
One word I'd use to describe Mr. Wallace is sarcastic. Just one time at lunch when a kid was giving a dumb excuse, he went,
Best prank I ever pulled off.
Yeah, put it straight.
One year, my first year teaching, a teacher left their computer on, so I went and I changed all the words on their worksheet, and then they printed them out and gave them out to their kids.
Remember that one time?
And so it was completely wrong.
Remember that one time?
No,
we
it
put,
was
like,
completely
a cat
right. It was
on my
the
mom's
right thing to do,
computer,
actually.
Yes.
And she couldn't get it off.
That was
and it was
funny,
like
too.
this weird cat.
I would say that my favorite sports memory with Mr. Wallace would probably be him in the district championship, him just handing us the trophy after the game. But really it was a whole lot more than that. It was my first season coaching, and when I told him I wanted to coach basketball, he didn't even flinch, didn't even question me, just said, okay, let's do it.
So my favorite Northview athletics story is last school year, Mr. Warren and I volunteered to work the Northview Hustle cross country meet. And about halfway through the meet, it began raining, and we thought we'd be helpful, and we took the golf cart and went to tear down the course. Long story short, we got the golf cart stuck in the mud over by the CEC. So we didn't know Mr. Wallace very well at that point in time, so we were a little scared to tell him what we'd done. So we tried to get it out ourselves, and we were not successful. So even though we were kind of terrified because we didn't know what he might think, say, or do, we ended up calling Mr. Wallace, and he wasn't angry, he didn't yell, he actually kind of cracked up, and he came and helped us get the golf cart out of the mud. He even cleaned it up himself too, because he's awesome. So that gets to my favorite thing about Mr. Wallace, which is his compassion and his big heart, and he cares so deeply about every teacher and student here at Northview Middle School that it makes it a great place to be.
One word I would use to describe Mr. Wallace is supportive. I think that he has always been that way as a teacher, as a coach. He's always been there for me.
For the record, I've gotten a lot better at using the golf cart since then. Just saying.
She couldn't get off.
Okay, if you had 1 minute of your time, slot during the Super Bowl.
Alright,
If
if
you
I
had
had
a
1 minute
advertising
advertising slot
slot
during the Super Bowl, what would you use it for?
Yeah.
I think I would try to advertise something that isn't really advertised a lot in the Super Bowl. So maybe like I would do like Doritos or like Mountain Dew, maybe, and just talk about
Are you
them.
serious? That's your idea?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Wow.
Like,
you're gonna make a lot of money.
You're watching the Super Bowl and then you see like a Doritos.
You never see Mandu, guys. No.
My favorite thing about Mr. Wallace. I want you to be clear. There is not one person in this building that is not safe thanks to Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace is on our school safety committee. He provides us with this backpack, this binder, the all help, the radios, the boxing gloves, the safety vest, and the gear. But that's not why I love Mr. Wallace. I know that Mr. Wallace, in any situation, is going to be there. And you know why he's going to be there? Because he's running. He's going to be there for me because I'm going to follow him out. He's going to be on radio, something's up, he's backing out the door, he's making the charge, and I'm going to be right there behind him. Mr. Wallace, I love you, man. I love you, man. It's real. It's been realer. And you're my buddy.
You know what? I would spend a minute talking about why American football is bigger than other footballs.
Oh, okay.
It's the best one. Maybe.
Actually, soccer is international, man.
So you know what I would do? I would show a highlight reel of like an international soccer game, and then for the other 30 seconds, just dead air.
That
hurts. You only get 30 seconds of highlights. Have you watched soccer? Oh my goodness! It's like it's like running, jogging, running, walking, stopping, and
the only good thing is a man. Nothing else.
Oh look, that great pass, and then nothing happens.
Through the legs.
You know what it is? You know what soccer's like? It's like watching basketball, but there's no basket. They just like dribble and move around.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They don't even score goals.
It's like ice hockey, no goal. That's pretty much on grass.
This interview was supposed to be fun.
You know what it's like?
Not insulting, okay?
Baseball,
my ideals.
Baseball, no home plate. Like you just keep on going around.
Oh, and football's super cool because you throw a ball, touchdown, yeah. That's so exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in China places.
You know
right?
why?
How is soccer any better?
I'm Reed. And I'm Evie.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next time.
Today is a great day.